Hi, I'm Harriet, and today I'll be talking to Lucy, who is volunteering for the children's charity, the Smith Family, as a reading buddy. She is volunteering as part of Kids Helping Kids, a program that helps young people like you give back to the community. Sometimes it can be hard for you to know the best way to help others, but there are plenty of opportunities for you to give your time and talent to improve the lives of others. Kids Helping Kids is a practical way students can learn about what it really means to be disadvantaged and how they can help others. So Lucy, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm Lucy. I'm a Year 11 student at Skeggs Darlinghurst, and I'm pretty much just your average teenage girl. But I guess I've found more recently, as I've become a senior, that I have a real interest in social issues and what I can actually contribute to the community. So last year I did my Duke of Edinburgh Silver Award, and as part of my community work for that, I helped the Smith family in the Kids Helping Kids program.
What is the student-to-student program?
Okay, it's basically a program that matches kids from disadvantaged communities or who are having trouble with their reading in primary school or secondary school with older secondary school students to help them with their reading and encourage them. These kids are from communities where they don't have access to the resources they need or maybe the people they need to help them with their reading. So when you help them over the phone, you're helping them with the basic words, encouraging them to have a passion for reading and for education.
What was your experience with the student-to-student program?
I was matched with a Year 6 girl called Starla. We read over the phone 3 times a week, every week. She'd read to me Aussie nibbles, Aussie bites, small books, the books we read as kids. And we also played word games, and the whole idea was just to get her interested and passionate about reading. She was absolutely lovely. I listened to this determined little girl work so hard on her reading. A lot harder than I would say many senior school students I know actually work. We also got to know each other really well. Despite the fact that we never met face to face, I feel like I know Starla like a little sister I never had.
Why is student-to-student needed?
The student-to-student program, I think, is unique and it's so important. For me, the idea that a Year 6 girl can sit in a classroom and struggle to read, it's not even fair, especially if it's because nobody's taken the time to sit down and practice with her or she doesn't have the access to resources to do that. It's such a basic foundation of our education. Without it, there's so many limitations. So for me, it's not only important because of the fact that we're able to help with their reading and their passion for reading, but also because you're showing you care. When the phone call is one-on-one, they know that you are there for them and their education, and the families and the students really appreciate it.
What did you gain from the experience, and why would you tell other people to get involved?
Okay, well, I think it's a unique program because you're not just donating money or supplies, you're actually donating your own time and experience. For example, I learned a lot about myself and the life I lead. An example of that is in the first few weeks, I called up Starla's phone number, like ready for my first call, called up all excited, and she didn't pick up because the phone was disconnected, and that was because Starla's parents couldn't afford the phone bill. For me, that in itself was an eye-opener because I realised I was ready to give her that help, but she couldn't even access it because she doesn't have access to a phone. As teenagers, we live in our own little bubbles. We don't always recognise what is around us in our own society in terms of disadvantage. So to be able to understand that on a much deeper level, and a personal level, it was so important. And the fact that you're not just donating supplies or money, you're actually donating your own experience and your time. And the help you're able to give to this student is invaluable, and you actually can see the effect you're having on this kid's life, and you know the difference you're making. And that's what the Smith family has been able to give back to me.
Thank you so much, Lucy, for coming and speaking to us.
It's an absolute pleasure.
Student to student is just one of the many ways you can help change the lives of another person. Whether it be giving your time and talent like Lucy did, or helping to raise some much needed funds, you too can help change the life of another person by giving them the education they deserve. If you or your school want to learn more about Kids Helping Kids, simply visit the website kidshelpingkids.com.au.